and gentlemen, we have 5 tiers. Godly, A, B, C, and absolute trash. And 91 units to create a tier list. These are all the cards that came out in 2019 for both Global and JP. I say Global and JP because there was some JP cards that released in 2018 in here, but they released in 2019. So, what I consider absolute trash tier, Champa. No doubts. We can all agree. Arale and Goku, I still consider them godly. They released in 2019. Rainbow Orb changing. Decent defense. This is like, based off if you ran them in a free-to-play team. Yeah, you could say like, you know, Arale and Goku's C tier because, you know, compared to all the other LRs. But if you are looking at it, if you're running just a free-to-play team, right? Just try to look at it like you're just using a free-to-play team. The meta has become raised defense. I think Goku and Gohan, great support. Anybody can use a support. Great defense. That's all you need to know. Lower attack as well. I would say Vegeta is in 8. I wouldn't say the godly, but he's good. I'm probably going to be a lot more biased on the raised defense, but can you really be, like, mad? I put Grace A-Man in A. The reason why I put him in A is when I use him, I think his defense stat is really low at the start, which means it takes way longer to build up defense compared to this Goku. And even with these additional attacks, I feel like he's still lacking in something. LR Cell, best Prime Battle LR. Honestly, I think he's godly. He's a great Artificial Life Forms leader, which is a really good category. Lowers attack, heals, guarantee crit if you get the lowered attack, solid attack and defense. His defense is actually pretty insane. Oh, I know who else is godly. But I think, out of all the raised attack and defense users, the New World Tournament, Caulifla and Kale. Hands down. They have the least restriction out of anybody that has guaranteed additional super attacks. Raised attack and defense. Caulifla is able to dodge. As long as you have them together, they're perfect. Krillin is an A-tier unit, yes. He is kind of restricted on his category, so I will put him a little bit lower. Candy Vegeta, absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. There you go. I'm not biased at all. Not biased. And then I would put the 17 and 18 probably in A tier. In order to get the additional super attacks, you need versus hybrids Zains, I believe. But they get their ability if they're linked up, at least. Plus, has got to use this. I'm not going to say she's absolute trash. If you need a stunner, I mean, she's alright. Oob! I think people underestimate Oob. I think with the new Vegeta, he bumps up pretty high. We'll put him at A for now. I think he's respectable at A. Second form Frieza. Yeah, I'm going to put him at Godly. Second form Frieza can hit as hard as a pay-to-play unit on Super Battle Road. Hands down. Like, probably one of the stronger units on here. I think Vegeta and Goku... Honestly, I think Vegeta's more better than Blue Goku. I find the situation of movie bosses a little bit lackluster now. And getting that extra boost that they get for versing that specific category. Until they release more events with movie bosses. I mean, they have, but it will always be Vegeta better than Goku in this situation. I put Arms at A. Good support. His support is way better than Great Saiyaman's, which I'll put at a B. It's just that his raised attack and defense isn't as effective as, say, like Vegeta's here or Caulifla Kale's. I might be a little biased, but Goku and Bulma, I'm going to put them at C. I only have them at 55%. Other than the leader, they're pretty much floaters. Like, as a card itself, we'll put it at B. Low B. Low B. Now, you know what else is crap? Absolutely trash. Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler. I'm going to put it at A. He's not godly whatsoever. He just made it to the list, by the way. He came out New Year's on Global. He just made it. But like I said, when you're free to play, you have less health, which means the ratio on attack and defense is just less. Remember, this is for a free to play team. I would probably put him higher if, like, you know, he was on a pay to play team, double 170% leader. Your HP is absolutely insane, out of this world. Another godly unit, Android 13. I think out of all the free to play cards, this man had the biggest buff out of the whole... Yeah, he's the definition of be careful who you tease in high school. That's exactly him. Monaka, absolute trash. Now, Metacooler here is all 5 of them. I have to put them all 5 because, you know, they have the same sprite, so it was too confusing. I think Ox King's alright. He's still an SR. DB Saga is not the best category in the world. Baseball Yamcha, where is he at? Oh, yeah, he's godly. Godly baseball Yamcha. I hope everybody knows sarcasm. So let's go from top to bottom, all right? Supreme Kai, she requires Realm of Gods. I believe she gets an attack and defense boost as well. But free-to-play Realm of Gods, she's a C. Goku Jr., looking at all these cards, B. Like, looking at all these cards above him, it's got to be a B. Android 13, A. 110% defense and attack boost after these supers. Easy super attack. Good links. Trunks, I might have overhyped Trunks when he first came out because you can only get his, critical, great chance of criticals and the extra boost in attack versus androids. I'd say B. I would say he's better than Goku though. Vegeta Jr., Hybrid Saiyans did get a buff. I'm gonna say B. I mean A. Sorry. Low A though, like a low A. Android 18. She clutched it out in Bus Rush. Probably never run her. You're most likely going to value the STR Android 18. I'm putting STR Android 18 low A. Universally good support. Best Android support unit other than the physical 17 and LR Androids. So best free-to-play support. Lowers attack and a solid... I think she gets a total of like 90% attack and defense if you have all of the things active. Very, very solid. I think utility-wise more useful than these 4 or 5. World Tournament Cooler. He's strong. I'm going to say high B. His links are very, very good. Big bad bosses. I think he has Nightmare as well. 40% support. It's just that mono teams are like not the thing anymore. In the right situation, he's actually... if you link it up with the AGL Metal Cooler Dokkan Fest, he can be very good. Except he's very vulnerable at the same time. And that's a perfect segue to Vidal and Gohan. They're meh. No defense whatsoever. They're meh. Cooler is way better because he provides that support. And he has good links. Vidal and Gohan don't have that great links. Although they can raise their attack quite good. One super, we're dead. Okay, Goku Black, Time Traveler support, and Future support. As the only Goku Black, I think he kind of sits at low B. He lowers attack and defense as well. The usable one. The Goku Black's defense alright. I believe he stacks up his defense. Now that I think about it. His upper part of the passive, he stacks up his defense. It's not too bad. Great Saiyaman, not as effective as Cell. I think he's alright. There's just too much competition on super support. Lower defense is not that great either. I mean, I can name you like 3 better supports than him. He does have a decent amount of categories. Alright. We'll give him the benefit of doubt. Put him in B. Low B. Right? Just you know, you never know. He'll probably be better when he awakens. Who are better supports than him then? A lot of people. I just can't name them on the top of my head. Okay, anyway. Super Trunks. If you put him in main rotation, is actually really strong. I think, yeah, B. If you put him in main rotation, he is very good. If you don't, he's lackluster. Ultimate Gohan. You think this Gohan's trash? I think he's pretty solid. I think he's solid enough to be in C. High C, though. Like a high C. He gets 100% attack and defense. Broly. I remember in 2018, we put him at top 5 best free-to-play cards. Oh, has that changed? I'm putting him C. I just haven't found a use for him. Raised, he's infinite second and raised attack, which is okay for damage. That's the only problem I have. Links and low defense. But I'll give him B. I'll grade him to B. Alright, Prime Battle Vegeta. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think he's godly. I think he's A at best. A at best. This Vegeta was named Super Saiyan Vegeta. I would run him over Prime Battle Vegeta. If they were named the same. I would run this Vegeta over this Vegeta any day. The order from left to right isn't to be totally accurate. Where is Ella Trunks? He released in 2018. This is only 2019. Ella Yamcha, I think a solid card. Joint Forces just came to Global. I think he's A. B? Are you high? His Peppy Girls is not anything to be worried about. Join forces, a great leader. His link skills work perfectly for Dragon Ball Seekers. A little bit of join forces, DB Saga, and the Worthy Rivals. Supreme Kai, he's average. He's B, low B. He is godly, as like, technically. Honestly, 2019 was not the year for Realm of Gods. But like, if you actually consider like, all of his passive skill, he's a low B. And he does have one thing. And that one thing is godly power. So that extra 15% attack up, I think, gets him just over the edge of C. That is realistic use. Realistically, I would use him in a Realm of Gods team. And you're going to activate godly power and he's full passive. Because it's a Realm of Gods team. If we are going to consider you've never used... Look, you can't solely based on a card if I've never used. Like, I don't use GT Goku anymore. I'm going to put him absolutely trash. Like, after that one showcase on the Gohan, I never used him. So, absolute trash. We shouldn't look at it like that. We should look at it as, like, a strategic way of how versatile was the team during that time. Anyway, continue on. What are these guys called again? Cyclopeans. Cyclopean. Damage reduction unit. I think a low B. Raise defense for 1 turn. All allies defense plus 50% with reduced damage by 40%. Those are solid links. And I think the defense support is nice enough. Ribrianne. Ribrianne's a B. Although Peppy Girls isn't like the most hype unit, I think her card is actually one of the solid Peppy Girls. Plus, she's the best leader for free to play. And she's dummy thick. Metal Cooler support, I think high B. I think Wicked Bloodlines, they already have better supports. Wicked Bloodline have way better supports these days now. Don't worry about the low, alright? Just imagine they're all on the same tier. Who cares? Look, I can't be so specific. You can't be super specific on where they are because they're just... If there's a general basis... Like, Riley and Goku aren't the best card in the game. Gotenks to C. Bojack, I've never used Bojack before. What are your guys' personal opinion on Bojack? I've never used Bojack. I never got him as a reward. Supreme damage lowers defense. Attacking defense plus 70%. Raise attack up to 50%. Tables enemy guard when performing a super attack. Big bad bosses. Thirst for conquest. Mid B. A lot of you guys saying B, so I'm going to base my word off yours and just give him B. Future Gohan. Don't need to talk about that. This Goku, I put him in A. He's probably the one with the better Super Saiyan Gokus. Here it is. If you were to base every single type to Metal Cooler, that is this card alone. This one card alone is all the Metal Cooler types. I couldn't have 5 of them because they have the same sprite. Mid B, I can agree with that. I would say the most useless one to me is the Int one. Like, the STR one's the good one. Physical STR, those two are the good ones. Goku. Oh, what does this Goku do again? I know he's trash, but what exactly does he do? At least it lowers attack. Attack and defense plus 44%. An additional attack when attacking. Calculated separately, 100% attack boost. I think he hits decently well, though. I'll give him lowest B. I think I could see him used more than any of these people. Can we have some more absolute trash units? Where are my absolute trash units? Goku and Vegeta, A's. But different A's, though. Like this Goku, higher A. Majin Vegeta, lower A. I gave Majin Vegeta a little bit of boost because of the new Majin Vegeta friend leader that came out. So he gets an extra category. Exactly. He's considered an SSJ2, which is great. As much as I hate B-Pan in some situations, I think she still considers godly. Heal stuns, easy 18 key supers. I think it just her utility is great. Oh, also active skill. Forgot about the active skill. Very good active skill. Golden Cooler. What did I say? It's 2:30 in the morning, please. Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza's A. Good damage reduction. Raises extreme allies attacks when he super attacks. Movie bosses support. Transformation lead. Copy Vegeta. A. In the right circumstances. Boom, bam, bomb. Low attack god. With the new Vegeta Infinite History event, he gets more used as well. Gotenks. I think he's average. His turn restriction sucks. But he's a strong card. Pan. What does Pan do again? I use it only as a seal. Attack plus 80%. Medium chance of evading enemy's attack. Performance and critical hit as first attack in it. Oh, yeah. She's restricted, isn't she? Oh, yeah, she's absolute trash. Okay! Giru. I think Giru's lost his value over time. And I wouldn't consider Giru better than Goku Jr. But I'd say he's pretty close to Goku Jr. What does that Goku do? I added the images myself, but I don't even know what they do. I think it's a World Tournament card, like World Tournament category. Oh, absolute trash. Absolute trash. GT Goku, low B. I think I've given him a little bit more respect because he can also raise allies' defense along the way. Gohan, this Gohan's average. If you can't get, you really can't activate his full passive. He actually, I looked at him before. He actually has some bad stats. The only thing that really gets him is this 12-key multiplier. Gohan's B? Do you really think so? I feel like I'd run this guy more. Okay, we'll give him low B. Like, so low. Like, so low lemonade. Let's do the Buddha cards now. Okay, let's go like, let's go like this, yeah? And like this. I'm gonna put him A, yeah. I'm gonna put him A. Gohan is an A. He isn't godly per se. When I was using him, he didn't really have the highest defense in the world. He didn't really have the highest damage in the world. But because he is a first turn transformation, and base form Gohan Teen as a card when you put him on a team has no competition whatsoever, which means you can pretty much run 2 great Saiyans on the team, meaning that you get the Hero of Justice Link at least for the extra power. Great on the super team, very diverse in the extreme class enemies thing. As long as you're versed in that. Peppy Girls and Youth, there's no real extreme enemies. And, I mean, yeah. He's good. He's good. Itu. I think it's alright. I think he's very good for Sumo Battle Road. I wouldn't say upper B. I'd put him low B. He has 2 chances of stunning. He dodges. He's a decent damager. And then when he changes orbs. Cyanel and Farina. To think that he's the highest defensive card they are the highest defensive card for Universe 6 for free-to-play. It's actually crazy. But with their restriction, team's trash. So that means they're trash, but they're C. Hachan, I'm putting him B. Low B. Oh yeah, Hellfighter. What do you guys rank him? This is another card I've never used in my life, so I actually do have him. Maybe I've used him once. If he had like Conquest of Terra or Target Goku category, he'd make him so much better. Nandeska. Vardos. High C. High C. Just because she's dummy thick doesn't mean she's godly. I think Gogeta's worse than Vegeta, but better than Goku. You can only run Gogeta in movie heroes with those 2 on the team. So it would have to be either really high B or low A. Alright. You've won me over. You've won me over. Alright, sure. Gohan, best movie hero support for free-to-play. Boom, bam, bomb. Easy. Tien. He's almost godly. If only he wasn't restricted to DB Saga. That's what's ruined him. He's restricted to DB Saga, which sucks if you want him to full attacks defense stat. So, with that considered, if you run him in a DB Saga team, actually, free-to-play doesn't even have a proper good DB Saga team. And if you run him under World Tournament category, then you can't really run Goku. So he's kind of in like a mess for free-to-play. He really is in a mess. But he's good enough to be an A. Goten, low B. Trunks, A. Alright, we're gonna zoom by now. Vidal, she's a good all-type support. Except she's restricted on Great Chance. But she can hit pretty hard. If you put him in movie heroes, he's 8C. 8C. Yadra Goku, A. I think it's solid A. I think counters, stuns, dodge, chance if you really want to. Although no defense, that's what's lacking in him. Tao, what is Tao's awakening? He's not too bad. I think his links are mediocre. And his categories are mediocre for what he is in. So I'll give him high B. Alright, Android 18. She's almost bare useless. A in looks, sure. Only problem I have with her is that there's no free-to-play Android 16. There's no good Android 17. Right, so half of passive's gone. The int one isn't even in anything. Why would I run the int one? The siblings bond isn't that great for free-to-play. Like, the team is almost bare bones. And if you run siblings bond, we're still in the same problem. We don't have a good 17 to activate half of passive. Nor 16, because he doesn't have sibling bonds. The future droids do not count. It has to be the current time 16 and 17. I see! I see! There's no bruh. I've given you good examples. She's only C for her leader. That's how she's C. No, this is not a waifu tier list. Fine. 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 She gets low B. Low B. It makes no difference to me because it's a low B. Hercule, low C. Cell, high C. Cell's a little bit better than Hercule because better links. Oh, my boy, Bulge Vegeta. Freaking top tier, big man. Better than Tech Vegeta. Better than Gohan. Better than Oob. Better than that Vegeta. I think I'd run this Vegeta over that Vegeta. Better than Yamcha. I'll just put them next to each other. These two are almost near the same. The man greatly raises his attack and defense. Raise attack and defense is a 50% multiplied to the defense. His increase in attack is calculated differently, meaning he gets a total of almost 300% attack up after 4 turns, which lasts for the rest of the battle. Plus, you calculate his greatly raised attack and defense to all of that. As long as you have dupes on him, he good. Although I've only used him at 55%, so he's not the greatest. But I can assure you, he is good. Isn't Grandpa Gohan meh? So he gets all of us only with Kid Goku. He's kind of meh, huh? If you build the team for him, specifically for him, like we have been for most of these guys, I think he can be a B. He can be a decent B. I think he's in the realm of like up here. High B-ish. Mid B-ish. Plus, oh, his additional attack and defense calculates separately. For a total of attack and defense plus 260%. Very nice indeed. Cooler is cool as. And when I mean cool as, I mean he's cool. He's cool A. He is a support that stacks the defense. Plus has his own attack and defense. Plus also has the Frieza links, the Thirst of Conquest, the Brutal Beatdowns, the Metamorphosis, and the Nightmares. Plus we're in the defense meta. We have an excuse. Future Gohan, low C. Not that great. Super Battery, great. But I would say the only Super Battery he's in is physical. I would say he's better than Ox King, actually. Alright, Invisible Man. I always forget what does Invisible Man do? Lowers attack and defense. Great chance of evading his enemy super attack. He is godly. I've never used it before, but he's godly. Way better than Candy Vegeta. Why didn't I think of that before? We should have used this guy instead. Cumber. The only thing I hate about Cumber is that he's so vulnerable at the start. But he is good enough for an A spot. So I think low-ish A. He's a solid pure Saiyans. And if you run him extreme team, he's a good support. And good defense later on. Go Tanks is a B. I'd say higher than you, higher than you, higher than you, higher than you, higher than you. I say you, but we'll push you up a little bit higher. Like that. You'd really think that when he grabs 5 rainbow orbs, you'd be like, a god. But he's not really. I only use him for the heals and the stuns. Alright. Android 14 and 15. They're so good. They're the only unit that is able to seek a super attack throughout the whole entire game. How do we put it on in the tier for that being that unique? Jace doesn't do every turn though. Like you can put this guy off rotation and then you can still seek super attacks. I think it's a very versatile unit. I think honestly, just like Android 13, not for as a damaging unit, but as somebody that's super unique that has a lot going for him, where you can pretty much use him in all situations, essentially. As long as you have it, Android 13 on the team, like, you don't even need the full power one. The full power one, it's alright, reduce damage, whatever. But as long as you have the C super attack, you last a very long time. That Boo is amazing. He is great. He's A tier. Lowers attack, raises his own defense through the super attack mechanic, 80% attack and defense in his own passive, changes orbs, heals. Woo! Wow! The only thing that really sucks is his links. I'm gonna push him up a little bit more. Higher, higher. Fuck it, let's just put him in A, top A. He's making top A. He's top A at this point. Forget! I might be a little biased on that. And the last final card, Spopovich, a mini Bergamo, you could say. More important than if Yamcha and Spopovich were in the same team, Spopovich would be better. So, how high do we push him up, though? 300% defense boost. Because we're not always versing Infinite History events, I'll put them higher. If I consider them in every single event, in Dokkan events, they're going to tank easily. Any Dokkan event, they should be able to tank majority of the things they get hit by. Infinite History events, for all I know, should be decent enough for the first 2 stages. The real ranking for Candy Vegito. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba. When he works, he works. Alright. When he works, he works. You cannot deny the fact that when he works, he works. The only reason why I put him down there is because his only weakness is legit just like the first 5 turns of the battle, which he can have the dodges for, and then MUI Goku. But even though he cost me 20 runs, he gave back in winning those runs. Yamcha is absolutely trash. And Suki, to be respectable, he's actually pretty decent. So I'm going to give him a solid B. Alright, that concludes the free-to-play Dokkan tier list, guys. That is my final results. For those watching on YouTube, why aren't you on Twitch? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And now, we relax.